Very good afternoon. Very good afternoon to all. I hope I am audible right now. Very good afternoon. I hope I am audible right now. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. I hope I am audible right now. If my voice is very clear in the sense, please mention in the chat box right now. And RJ Anurang Ching, very good afternoon. So please reply if my voice is audible in the sense, please reply me in chat box right now. Yeah, and hello everyone. This is Philip from Pantech eLearning, and I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with Pantech eLearning anytime, anywhere, and any places. We are always supporting to students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students to learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. I welcome you all this particular workshop that is related to the deep learning techniques. Okay, right? So try to understand, guys. In this particular session, I want to discuss with you more. So try to understand. I believe in interaction. I want to make my session as a very interesting way and also the interactive way. So you have to give the answer by my question in between this particular session. So without interaction, the session will be completely boring. So I don't want to make my session as a boring way. So are you guys are ready to get into this particular session? Are you guys are ready? If you guys are ready means please mention in the chat box S Philip. Please mention in the chat box S Philip, because of if you are going to responding me properly, this is definitely that will be more encouraging to continue this particular session, because of it is not offline, it is online, so I need a more interaction from you. So please be engaged with me and please interact with me. That is the most important thing. So thank you for the good reply, Anish, Rico, and GURVINDER SINGH, thank you, and Ankita, thank you, and Newswala, thank you, and Anish, thank you for the good reply, and Anushka and Kush, thank you for the good reply. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, guys are ready. If you guys are ready means please mention in the chat box yes Philip. So most of the people calling me as sir, so don't call me sir, please call me Philip, because of I'm your mentor, I'm your friend. So please mention in the chat box yes Philip. Okay, right. So without delay, I'm going to entering this particular session. First of all, artificial intelligence. So what is your idea about this particular technology? Can you please reply me in chat box right now? Artificial intelligence. I hope you guys knows about that particular technology. I got. So if you guys knows about that, in the sense, please give your idea in chat box right now. After that, we are going to enter this particular session as well. Right? So I want to share the small story. So after that, we have to entering this particular deep learning technology to things. Okay, right? So what is artificial intelligence? Any idea from you guys? Please reply. So any idea? I'm expecting more answer from you. I'm expecting more interaction from you. Please be interactive. I don't want to make my session as a boring way. Yeah, Newswala Latka. Okay. Chat GPT. That is one of the example for artificial intelligence. That's good. Okay. Abhishek Chaudhary. Thank you mentioning my name. Ankita, thank you mentioning my name. And Newswala, you are mentioning my name. Right. So any idea about artificial intelligence technology? Yeah. Here I want to share some of the stories to you and try to understand the 15 years or 20 years before, we are not developed technology, we are not into the developed technology, and for that time we are not believing that particular technology as well. So for an example, digital transaction is one of the best example right now. Why? Because of now the digital transaction is more implemented in every states in India. But 10 years or 15 years before, we are not familiar in that particular digital transaction. Why? Because of we are not ready to adapt that particular technology, and that is not much familiar on that particular technology, because of people don't want to get into this particular technology. But now how it can be possible? Why? Because of the people are very adaptive to that particular technology. That is the evaluation. That is the technology evaluation. Try to understand one thing. Without artificial intelligence technology, we are not comfortable with present scenario. Am I right? Are you agreed with that? So now we are making the transaction within a minute with the help of the digital transaction. It can be possible. But before 15 years, it is not possible. Why? Because of we are using the raw money to giving the transaction. It is not possible. We are waiting for the the transaction. We need to go to the bank and the transaction, the money. These are all the things. But now it is actually completely different, and we are very actually easy to make the payment, right? So how it can be possible? How it can be possible? It can be possible with the help of the artificial intelligence technology, and it can be possible with the help of the technology evaluations. For example, you are using the GPay and also the PhonePe like that. How it can be possible to make it that? With the help of the computer vision technology, then only it can be possible to making the transaction. For example, you are going to scan the QR code and making the payment of that particular things. Right? So now we are living in this particular technology day by day, and we are using that particular technology day by day in every single minutes. For example, you are using the Instagram, you are using the Facebook, you are using the YouTube, you are using the Snapchat. All the applications is related to integrated with the AI technology. And for an example, most of the people now familiar with the ChatGPT. Why? Because we are expecting some more proper content. So for that we are using the ChatGPT day by day. You are needing some problem. You are expecting some solution in the sense. Yeah, of course it can be get it from the ChatGPT. What is that exactly? What is that? It is the one kind of the AI technology, right? So here we are adaptive, we are living in this particular technology day by day. With the help of these particular single device, we are using that particular technology day by day for making the payment, for watching several videos, for e-commerce website, right? Every single regular usage application that is more helpful for us. So with the help of that particular technology only, we are very comfortable. We are sitting and make the payment. It is easy. We are sitting and make the payment. That is very easy because of this particular technology. And fingerprint authentication, that is one of the biggest process, right? So in our government, they are collecting our data. So with the help of the authentication only, we can get the SIM right now, right? So that is a security purpose. With the help of that particular technology only, it can be possible right now. Try to understand. So this is all about the artificial intelligence technology. So in a single word of artificial intelligence technology, you can split the word artificial and also the intelligence. Artificial, it's nothing but a man can be made something or make something. That is artificial. What is the meaning of intelligent? Intelligent in the sense it can be taking the decision, it can be think the new things, and it can be do the the new things as well. For that, actually try to understand the machine can making the decision, the machine can do the new things, the machine can taking the correct decision. For that, it can be possible with the help of the artificial intelligence technology. For example, I can recognize several objects in front of me. Yeah, of course, I know this is a water bottle. I know this is the water bottle because of my past experience. I can recognize easily, right? In the same way, the computer also can recognize with the help of the artificial intelligence technology. With the help of my past experience only, I can recognize this water bottle in a very easier way. But what about the computer? We need to give some of the information to the computer and teach the information to the computer. Then only the computer can understand, yeah, this is water bottle, this and all. I hope you guys are understood about my point. And I hope you guys are that really listening that interesting way to listening that particular story of digital transaction and also this particular explanation and all. Are you agreed my point? Are you agreed? If you guys are agreed means please mention in the chat box agreed Philip. So without delay, I am going to enter in the deep learning technology. Try to understand artificial intelligence is one of the umbrella. We are having multiple subset of these particular technology. For example, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and also the computer vision. So here this is actually the major important subset of the artificial intelligence technology, guys. So today I am going to discussing about the one particular technology of artificial intelligence. So without delay, I am going to entering what is the meaning of deep learning. What is the major purpose? Try to understand when you are going to entering the artificial intelligent technology. Okay, when you are going to entering the artificial intelligent technology. So I know, so with the help of this particular water bottle, I will tell you. With the help of this particular water bottle, I can recognize very easily. So inside the water bottle, I know this is a water. Because of my past experience, I can recognize easily. Right? So in the same way, the computer also can recognize. Okay? In the same way, the computer also can recognize with the help of some past experience. For that time, we need a multiple data. We need a multiple data to train your computer with the help of the machine learning and also the deep learning technology. For an example, someone is telling to me, yeah, this is a water bottle. For that only I can recognize. Someone teach to me, yeah, this is a water bottle. Based on the features only, I can recognize this is a water bottle. In the same way, you have to giving the information to the computer, then only it can be possible to recognize. How we can train the computer? How we can passing the information to the computer? With the help of the machine learning and also the deep learning, we can train your computer. Right? So here the deep learning and also the machine learning technology is majorly help to teach your computer with the help of some kind of the past data. For an example, I can recognize Virat Kohli and also the Dhoni because of my past experience. Why? Because of my brother already told me, yeah, this is actually like Virat Kohli and also the Dhoni. Based on the several data features only, I can recognize easily. Am I right? No. In the same way, the computer also can possible to recognize it with the help of like the data of Dhoni, data of Virat Kohli. So when you are going to train the computer with the help of the Virat Kohli and also the Dhoni image, it can be possible to train your computer with the help of the machine learning and also the deep learning. For that only, the computer can be understand based on the features, it can be possible to understand and also recognize. Right? So now I'm going to enter the deep learning technology. What is deep learning exactly? It is a one kind of the technology in artificial intelligence. Okay, it is a kind of the artificial intelligence technology that will be more helpful to train your computer for digital images or digital videos as well. Now you can see this particular slide. Okay, what is your understanding about this particular scenario? What is your understanding about this particular slide? That is the most important thing. Guys, please be interactive. If you are not interactive, you are going to listen something in the sense, definitely it is going to be like a little bit sleepy, drowsiness. So don't make that, just be interactive and listen it carefully. Because I want to more interaction to making my session as an interesting way. So try to understand and please be interactive. Will you? So will you in the sense, please raise your hands in comment box right now. Will you means please raise your hands in comment box right now. Please be interactive. That is most important things. You guys are ready to interact with me? You guys are ready to interact with me? You guys are ready means please raise your hands in comment box right now. That is most important things to continue this particular session. Try to understand. I'm talking in front of the laptop right now. Based on your comments only, I can interact with you. So if you are not interact with me, this definitely the session will be completely boring. I don't want to make my session as a boring way. Try to understand. Yeah. So I hope you guys are ready to interact with me. Some of the people is giving the command box like that give that commands. Thank you so much. So without delay, how does the image recognition work? So when I am going to entering the deep learning, we have one particular major concept that is called neural network. Try to understand. The neural network is constructed based on the human brain. Why? Because of our human brain is connected with the multiple neurons. Try to understand. Our brain is consists of the multiple neurons. Each and every neurons is interconnected with each other. When we are going to passing some kind of the information that will be passing to the multiple neurons. That will be possible to the multiple neurons. That each and every neurons is possible to sharing the information to that. Finally, it is going to be recognized like that. For example, based on this particular water bottle features only, I can recognize how it can be. It can be possible with help of, I can visualizing this one. Based on my eye, it is capturing, and after that, based on this particular feature only, it is passing to the brain. That particular brain is passing the information. Okay, passing the information. That particular information will help to decide, yeah, of course, this is a water bottle, this and that. Right? So this is the way our human brain is working. Right? So here, when you are going to creating the artificial neural networks, it is comes like this. So deep learning technology is majorly working based on the neural networks. Why? Because of our view, our brain is consist like that, because of it is interconnected with each other. So for that we are going to creating artificial neural network. Each and every neurons is connected with each other. Each and every neurons is connected with each other. When you are going to passing the information to this particular artificial neural network, it is going to be trained and it is going to be extracting the features from the image. Based on the features only, it is going to be recognized whether it is dog or cat. Try to understand. I hope you guys are really understanding about this particular concept, I thought. Okay, right. So here, I can recognize because of my the past experience and also several data features only I can recognize. In the same way, the computer also can be possible because of we created artificial neural network. Okay, so we are going to train the artificial neural network. That means we having the collecting the dog's images, we have collecting the cat images. So when I are going to feeding the new information to this particular artificial neural network, that particular information is passing to the multiple neurons. Each and every neurons is going to be extracting the features from the image. Maybe the dog having the multiple feature, but cat having the multiple feature. So based on this particular features only, it is going to be recognized. With the help of the features only, we can train. Why? Because of our neural network is consistent like that. And you can see this one, each and every neurons is interconnected with each other. When I'm going to passing the information, each and every neurons is passing the information to it. Okay, information to it. Then it is going to be extracting the features from the image. After that, it is going to be when you are going to feeding the new images, it is going to be giving the information like identify whether it is dog or cat. I hope you guys are really interested to watching this particular session. I hope. So if you guys are really interested to watching this particular session in this, please give your heart in comment box right now. If you guys are really interested to watching this particular session, don't forget to give your heart in comment box right now, and don't forget to like this particular session as well. That is most important thing. So if you guys are really interested to watching this particular session, give your heart in comment box right now. So now you can see this one. Already I explained a lot about this. Let's understand how the artificial neural network identify the images. For example, I'm going to collecting the data for the dogs. Okay, so this is called the training data. When I'm going to passing the information to the artificial neural network, it is going to be extracting the features from the images here. So for example, when I'm going to use it, this one, these particular the dogs is going to be extracting the features of this particular dog. How the feature extraction, you can see this one based on the eye, based on the nose, based on the ear, based on these particular features, it can be possible to decide. It can be possible to identify. Okay, so here you can see this one. When I'm going to passing this particular images or data to this trained artificial neural network, this particular artificial neural network is going to be passing the information to the multiple neurons. This multiple neurons extracting the features from the image. So based on this particular features only, when I'm going to passing the testing images to the artificial trained neural network, that will be identify whether it is dog or cat. I hope you guys are really understanding about this particular concept. Yeah, okay, so this is the way this is going to be work like this. Now what are all the things I'm going to discussing with you today? what in it for you today. So first, what is deep learning? Why do we need deep learning? And what is the application? What is neural network? What is activation function? How the neural networks is going to be work? These are all the things I'm going to discussing with you. Are you guys ready to learning about these kind of the concept today? Are you ready? If you guys are ready, means please mention in the chat box ready Philip. If you guys are ready, means please mention in the chat box ready Philip. That is most important things. Please be interactive. I don't want to make my session as a boring way. Yeah. So now, what is deep learning? Already we knows about it because of it is inside the artificial intelligence technology. It is inside the artificial umbrella. That deep learning is a subset of the machine learning. And both the machine learning or deep learning is majorly help to creating a model and also the training a model like that. So that is why I mentioned it here. The deep learning is subset of the machine learning. Of course, it is a subset of the machine learning. Both the machine learning and also the deep learning is majorly helpful for training your model. That means we have to creating a model and also the training a model with the help of the past data. So deep learning is a subset of the machine learning that deals with the multiple algorithm which is available in deep learning and also the machine learning here. So that's why I mentioned it here. Okay, right. So here you can see this one, that machine learning that deals with the algorithm that inspired by the structure of the functions of the human brain. Okay, so you can see this one. What is the meaning of AI? It is ability to, the machine is going to be imitate. That means the machine is mimic like a human. That is artificial intelligence technology. How? In the sense, I can understanding the environmental. I can understanding the environmental. Okay, but what about the computer? The computer also can be possible to understanding the environmental. That is why the artificial intelligence technology is ability to machine to imitate intelligence like a human behavior. With the help of the deep learning and also the computer vision, it can be possible. For understanding the environmental, we need a computer vision. For recognizing the object, we need a deep learning. Okay, right. So what about the machine learning? The machine learning is one of the applications of AI that allows to the system is actually like that automatically learn and improve from the experience. Of course. And what about the deep learning? That is the applications of the machine learning that uses the complex algorithm, and deep learning neural networks will help to train your model. So that is why these two different technologies will help to train your computer, will help to create your model and also to train your model like that. Okay, hope you guys are understood about what is the concept of the deep learning technology. Yeah, why do we need any idea about that, why we need the deep learning technology? Please be reply. Why do we need that particular deep learning technology here? Any idea? Guys, please reply. Any idea? So can you please mention in the chat box in English, because of I can't understand the other language because of I know it's only that English. So please mention in the chat box in English. So I can't understand Hindi, so try to understand. So make your comment in English. That is most important. Okay, right. So some of the people are making in comment box a little more funnier, but no need too much. So because of it is an educational platform, so we need to discuss more about the deep learning technology. Okay, so if you guys are like in the place like this, it will be more effect for that learning purpose. So try to understand. Okay. So why do we need the deep learning? So first one, the process huge amount of the data, and the second one, perform the complex algorithms, and third one, achieve the best performance with a large amount of the data, and fourth one, feature extraction. And try to understand, guys. Please mention in the chat box in English, because of I can't understand your language. Try to understand. So please give your comment box in English. Okay, so and try to understand. Please be interactive, but don't much more making funny things in this particular comment box. That may be a little bit affect for others participants also. Try to understand. Okay, yeah. So my question is, why do we need to use the deep learning technology? We have machine learning as well. Why we need a deep learning? Yeah, it is used to classify the different object. Yeah, that's actually good, Priyansh. Priyansh, thank you. Thank you for the good reply. I got a one reply from one participant. What about others? What about others? We have many participants here. Why do we need deep learning? Yeah, we have already machine learning, no? Then why we need deep learning? Okay. Guys, please reply. Okay, fine. I didn't get any answer from you guys, so I'm going to started explaining. The process, the huge amount of the data. For example, the deep learning algorithm can work with a huge amount of the structured and also the unstructured of the data. Okay, so deep learning algorithm majorly help to work with a large amount of the data when comparatively machine learning. Okay, then what about that perform the complex algorithm? So the machine learning can't be performed the complex operation. Okay, the machine learning algorithm can't be work with the complex operations. So for that we need to entering that deep learning technology. Why? Because of when I'm going to facing the complex issues, that time we need a deep learning technology. Why? Because of that is very smoother and achieve the best performance with a large data. As amount of the data is going to be increased, the performance of the machine learning algorithm is going to be decreased. That means for making the best performance of the model, that time we need a deep learning technology here. So that deep learning technology will help to achieve the best performance with a large amount of the data. Try to understand. So as the amount of the data is going to be increased, the performance of the machine learning algorithm is going to be decreased. So for that we are going to preferable for the deep learning technology. Why? Because of when you are going to increasing the data, the model can be performed very well. The model is actually good. So for that we need a deep learning technology. Okay, and guys, try to understand. I can't understand your language, so please mention in the chat box in English. That is most important. Okay, right. What about the feature extraction? Majorly, the deep learning technology is majorly help to extracting the features from the image. Based on the features only, we can classify. So the deep learning is majorly working based on the feature extraction. For example, the computer should recognize the Virat Kohli and also the Dhoni. In the sense, based on the several features of the Virat Kohli, based on the several features of the Dhoni only, it can be possible to recognize. So the feature extraction is the most important thing. So the deep learning algorithm takes the large amount of the data as an input and analyze the input to extracting the features out of an object, and that is identifies similarity objects based on the features. Try to understand. So this is what we need a deep learning technology. Hope you guys are really interested to watching this particular session. So if you guys are really interested to still now in this, please give your part in comment box right now. So don't okay, right. So right now I'm going to entering that applications of the deep learning. Are you guys are ready to see this one? Yeah. If you feel like a really pressure in the sense, a bola gamer, if you feel like a really pressure in the sense, don't take this particular pressure. Just leave, no problem. Okay, right. So just take some rest and after that you can come. If you feel like more pressure in the sense, just take some rest. After that you can come. Okay, bola gamer. Yeah. And what are all the intelligent agents? So all the things in artificial intelligence, it's like a intelligence. Why? Because of the computer can take the decision, the computer can making the new things, the computer can do the new things. That is nothing but intelligence. Okay, right. So what is deep learning application? The first one, cancer detection. For example, the deep learning helps to detecting the cancer tumor in our human body by using the MRI scan report. When you are going to processing on it, okay, when you are going to processing on the MRI scan report, it is going to be using this some image segmentation process which is available in a computer vision. When you are going to applying the image segmentation process, that particular image segmentation process will help to decide whether it is, okay, whether it is deep learning and also whether it is a cancer tumor or normal tumor. Okay, so cancer detection is actually major important part. It is a major contribution for the healthcare departments. For an example, you have collecting the MRI report. Without a doctor, the computer can predict. Without a doctor, the computer can predict. And Karan, if you're not understanding this, just listen carefully. I'm explaining in a very simplest way only. Okay, right. And try to understand. The deep learning helps to detecting your tumor is a cancer tumor or normal tumor. So somewhat it is not that accuracy you said, Karan. So try to understand. When you are going to giving the information, more information on to the computer can predict automatically. It's possible to predict that. It will be more helpful for the doctors as well. So based on the size, based on the different kind of features, yeah, of course, this is actually the cancer tumor. The computer can be predict. Sometimes the doctor also can't predict several things, but the technology can be possible to make the predictions. We may use at 40%. I will definitely tell you 80% is possible right now in the present scenario. Why? Because of the technology is growing day by day. Okay, so deep learning, the first application for healthcare. Next, robotic navigations. So 1 year or 2 years before, they invented the robotics for manufacturing company. I can't remember that a particular company name. Okay, the company name. So here they are using that particular robot for supervising this particular that work way. Okay, for example, what about the safety purpose? The robotic can monitor. What about the accuracy? The robotic can monitor. What about the quality measurement? The robotic can monitor. It is going to be the surveilling. It is going to be roaming on the particular working pay. That is going to be find and what is the exact scenario that it can be possible. That is called the robot navigation. Why? Because of with the help of the deep learning only it can be possible to perform the human task. For an example, one more the biggest example Google Alexa, Google Talk Alexa, and Google Assist. These are the actually good application. When you are going to say something, it can react. That is nothing but the human and machine interaction. Am I right? So human and also the machine interaction. That particular interaction is actually, it can be possible with the help of these particular technology only. Am I right? No? With the help of these particular technology only. So the robot navigation is also the one of the biggest example for deep learning. And now the self-driving car is actually biggest applications of deep learning technology. Priyank, yeah. So how much data is enough to train the model? As far as I know, GPT trained 1.3 billion parameter, so which is very huge data. So still accuracy doesn't affect. Yeah. So because of the data, okay, you are facing this much struggle. So even the industry people also, they are facing this much of the struggle actually. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm going to discussing about this self-driving car. Yes. Okay. This particular self-driving car is majorly one of the biggest application. Okay. It is the biggest application for computer vision and also the deep learning. For an example, okay, for example, the car should stop when the object in front of that particular car. The car should react the traffic signal. The car should the car should drive on the lane. How it can be possible? Can you please reply for this? How it can be possible? Guys, please reply. Please be reply, guys. How it can be possible? The car should be like another drive on a road. The car should be like another react on the environmental. So here, with the help of the computer vision, with the help of the deep learning only, it can be possible. Why? Because of we tell to the computer what are the objects. So for an example, it had to find the different types of the objects and people and road sign. It have to react on these particular objects. And without human intervention, the car should stop, the car should move. How? In the sense, with the help of the deep learning only, it can be react. With the help of the computer vision only, the car can understanding the environmental. In front of the object, the car should understanding the environmental. For the traffic sign, the car should understanding the signs. If it is red, the car should stop. If it is green, the car should go. If it is orange, the car should be ready. So it can be possible with the help of the computer vision and also the deep learning. For understanding the environmental, we need a computer vision. For reacting the environmental, we need a deep learning technology. For an example, we are going to transmitting the some signal to the operations. It can be possible to make it the. Okay, right. So now, machine translation. That is also the one kind of the example for related to the ML and also the DL and also the NLP. So it's given a word and also the braces. Okay, even a word and also the braces. Yeah. Okay, okay, right. So here the given a word, the phrase or sentence in a one language. Okay, in a one language, it automatically translate into that another language as well. It can be possible with the help of the natural language process. It can be possible with the help of the deep learning and also the computer vision as well. Okay, this is one of the best example. Maybe you had an experience on this. This is actually more helpful for us. This is more helpful for us to like to react something and giving this translations and all. Maybe last week actually I went to Bengaluru, so I don't understand that particular language. I'm using this particular translation for getting some ideas. Okay, getting some ideas. Okay, right. So if you can't handling your presence in the sense, please take some rest. Okay, yeah. And music composition. So I will suggest one particular video in YouTube. So who all are making feels like some pressure or in the sense you can't face it in the sense, just take some rest. After that you can come, no problem. Okay, no one is pressurizing you. Try to understand. So don't take it as a pressure. If you feel like pressure in the sense, just take some rest. After that you can come. Okay, right. So music composition. This is also, it can be possible with the help of like the past music composition. It can be making the new things. Okay, so for example, I suggested one particular videos available in YouTube. That is the age of AI. The age of AI is actually like one of the documentary movie. Okay, one of the documentary film for the artificial intelligence. They have shown the several things how they can made it, how they can train your computer. These are the things they have shared. That is a real experience they have shared. They made us like another documentary for that. It can be possible for the music composition. Okay, right. So now you can see this one. What is neural network exactly? the deep learning based on the functioning of human brain, it can be mimic like for artificial intelligence as well. Why? Because of the artificial neural network is mimic like these particular structures. So that is why I mention it here. Okay, that is why I mention it here. Can you please give your command in English? Then only I can understand your words. Otherwise, I can't try to understand. Okay, right. So, so you can see this one. Now I'm going to explaining the artificial neural networks. Okay, when I'm going to entering the artificial neural networks, each and every neurons is interconnected with each other. It is going to be sharing the some of the information to the multiple neurons. Each and every neurons is going to be extracting the information. After that, passing the multiple neuron, then it is going to be decided whether it is this or that. Okay, so this is the way the artificial neural network is designed. How the human brain is actually working. When I'm going to understand the environmental with the help of like another visualizing my eye, it can be capture something and passing the information to my brain. So based on the actions, each and every neurons is passing the information from the environmental, then it is going to be like another passing the information based on the features only. It can be decided, yeah, whether it is a laptop and also the another screen and also the lighting and water bottle, this and all. Okay, so this is the way the artificial neural networks also use. When I'm going to passing the information to the multiple neurons, the each and every neurons is going to be calculating the sum of the weights, and also we are going to adding with the sum of the bias. Okay, sum of the bias. After that, it will be result. So here, each and every inputs is multiplied with their weights. Okay, so based on this particular weights, we are going to calculating the sum of the weights, and we can multiply with the bias as well. Okay, bias as well. So based on this particular bias only, that particular neuron will help to decide that particular output, whether it is Virat Kohli or Dhoni, whether it is Philip or like that Saifani, any other thing. So each and every inputs in artificial neural network, we having the three different layers: input layer, output layer, and also the hidden layer. This particular hidden layer is majorly working to extracting the features from the image. Based on the features only, it can be decided whether it is this or that. Okay, right. Next I will be move to, yeah, this is the way you can see this one, the functionalities of this one. So here each and every inputs, okay, each and every input. Sir, can robots have feelings like chitty? Yeah, it is not possible actually, but it can be somewhat. It not possible actually. Okay, not exactly possible. Yeah. So each and every inputs is actually weight. Why? Because of every inputs having the sum of the weights. Okay, that particular weights is nothing but we can call it as filters or features. Okay, we can call it as features, this and that. So when you are going to giving some informations of this particular input, we are going to calculate the summation of the functions of each and every weights of these particular inputs. So for these actually like that we are going to adding the bias, and after that we are going to passing through the activation function. This particular activation function is majorly help to decide the output whether it is this or that. That is called the Y prediction. That is the actual output. So based on the features only, it can be possible to decide A or B, this or that, yes or no. Right? So each and every inputs can be multiplied with the weights. Why? Because of each and every inputs having the weights. After that we are going to multiply with it, and we are going to summation of it, and we have to multiply with this actually like in that bias as well. Okay, so here you can see this one, the activation function will help to decide this or that. Okay, so here now I'm going to getting to this yeah, steps. Okay, right. So I mentioned it here. Okay, right. So yeah, okay, right, fine. So I don't want to read the several things here. So first step in this process, it is going to be calculated the weight of the sum of the inputs. That is the most important things that I am going to explaining, Mr. Vikash Danwar. Definitely, what are the key components of the typical deep learning neural networks actually? Definitely, I am going to explain one by one. Try to understand. So next slide will be explaining about that only, what you are expecting. Yeah. So the first step is the process to calculate the weighted sum of the inputs. That is the first process. And what about the second process? The second step is the process to pass the calculated weight sum as an input to the activation function. That particular activation function is going to be generate the output of which you passed that one. Okay, so try to understand. Okay, right. So this is the process we are going to follow in this particular deep learning neural network. You can see this one. First, we are going to calculate the weight of this particular each and every inputs. So that I mentioned it here. The first step is the process of to calculating the weighted sum of the inputs. After that, the second step we are going to passing the calculated weight sum as an input to the activation function. That particular activation function will have to deciding whether it is input or these or that Virat Kohli or Dhoni, like that. Just for the example, I'm saying here. And what is the activation function exactly? So the activation function is the major important part here. So for example, the activation is used to uses in the hidden layers. Why? Because of the hidden layers is going to be extracting the features from the image. Try to understand. In neural network, we having the three different layers. One is the input layer, another one is a hidden layer, and another one is actually output layer. This activation function inside the hidden layers. The activation function is used to the hidden layers as well as the output layers of the neural network. What is exactly the activation function? The activation function decides whether a neuron should be activated or not. By calculating the weights of the sum, then we are going to adding the further bias, then only we can find it that particular output. So what is that exactly that activation? The activation function will help to decide whether a neuron should be activated or not. That's it. Based on that only, we are going to calculating the weighted sum and also the further adding the bias to it. Then only we can passing through the activation function, that particular activation function, which is help to decide whether it is these or that for the classification problems. And what is the purpose? It is used to introducing the non-linearity into the output of the neurons. That will be help to decide the output as well. Okay, right. So what are the functions we have in activation functions? We have four different types: sigmoid function, threshold function, ReLU function, and hyperbolic tangent function. So these all of the function is available. Majorly, I am using this particular ReLU for the classification problems as well, right? Yeah, I hope you guys are listening this particular session. If you guys are listening this particular session in the sense, please raise your hands in comment box right now. Please raise your hands in comment box right now. That is most important thing, guys. Can you please reply me? You guys are watching this particular session right now. If you guys are watching me in this end, please raise your hands in comment box right now. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Ragul, thank you. Arvind, thank you for the good reply. And still some of the people in comment box making some making some funny conversation. So just try to understand. Don't make it the funniest thing because of this is the learning platform. So if you're making some funniest thing in this particular comment box in this, that will be effect for other learners as well. So try to understand. I'm not opposing this particular comments from you, but try to understand this is a learning platform. Okay. And try to understand. I can't understand your language. Please mention in the chat box in English. Right. So now we have to entering the architecture of the artificial neural network. Some of the people making several funniest thing in command box. So try to understand. Yeah, funniest thing is okay, but this is actually a learning platform. But try to understand. I'm explaining here. You people are making different conversation in commands in this, and that is not a right way. If I'm asking you any questions, you can interact with me. That is no problem. And for learning purpose only, you came here for watching this deep learning technology knowledge. So try to understand. Please be learn something here. So who all are like that feels like pressurized in the sense, just take some rest. After that you can come, no problem. Okay, right. Yeah, I don't understand Hindi. Sorry, Karan. Yeah, of course. I'm the way of taking this particular knowledge, sharing this particular knowledge in very funniest thing only. But if people are like that making more funniest in the sense, definitely it will be complete clumsy. So I don't want to make it that. Try to understand. I'm not opposing your fun things, okay? But we need some structures to making this particular session. Try to understand, okay? Who said actually XDD? Yeah. Yes, okay. Now entering this particular structures, okay? So here artificial neural network, okay? Artificial neural network. This particular artificial neural network is having the structures that is called the architecture. Okay, so we have the three different layers. One is the input layer, another one is the output layer, another one is a hidden layer. Try to understand the concept of the architecture here. The input layer, okay, the input layer is actually your input. Okay, the input layer is actually your input layers. Okay. And this is actually hidden layers. These particular hidden layers is actually that learning and extracting the features from the image. Okay, extracting the features from the image. So these particular input layers is maximum while passing your images here. When you are going to passing the images here one by one, after that this particular images will pass to the hidden layers. These particular hidden layers is going to be interconnected with each other. It is going to be extracting the features from the image from this particular platform with the help of the activational function. When you are going to extracting the features from that particular image, after that it is going to be entering into the fully connected layers. That is called the output layers. That particular output layers, please Sakil, please mention in the chat box. And when you are going to passing this particular information to this output or activation, a fully connected layer, that will be decided whether it is these or that, like that. That is the structure. Okay, that is the structure. Okay, right. Now we are going to entering the neural networks. How does it works? Okay, how does it works? Okay, right. So here how it is going to be processing on it. So I'm going to explaining this particular the working neural networks. No, I'm not Mr. Sakil. I'm single only. And one person is asking some question, South Indian. Yeah, of course I'm South Indian. And one person is asking, you are not Indian. I'm a pure Indian. I'm from South Indian. And okay. So I'm explaining Vikash because in the end of the session I'm going to show some output for artificial intelligence project. So if you guys are that, please get ready in the sense, give your information about this. Just listen it carefully. Okay, just listen it carefully. But some persons are only for making some fun here. So okay, but just don't disturb others. Okay, right. So now I'm going to entering this one. So we have one particular image. Okay, so this is actually neural network is construct the three different layers. Already I said one is the input, another one is the output. Okay, another one is actually that hidden layers and also the output layers. Okay, right. So here, this is the image. Okay, this is image. So we are going to passing the input images to the visible layers. That is actually like in the input layers. Okay, right. So here we are going to passing the information to the input layer. This input layers is actually like in that what is that? This is actually like in the visible layer. When I am going to passing this particular information to the hidden layers, we having the three different layers. For example, the first layer, it is going to be extracting the features. Already I told you the hidden layers is going to be extracting the features from the image. Extracting the features from the image. So when you are going to passing the input layer, this particular input layer will pass to the hidden layers. These particular hidden layers is going to be extracting each and every levels. For example, in a first hidden layer, it is going to be extracting the edges from the image. After that, the second one, it is going to be extracting the corners and also the contours. Okay. After that, based on this particular contours, it is going to be create like in that extracting the objects. So what is the process that exactly in the sense? When I am going to entering the computer vision technology, okay, when I am going to entering the computer vision technology is majorly the objective is we are going to finding the object in that particular image or frame. Okay, so when I am going to applying that particular feature extraction, it is going to be first initially is going to be due to converting the grayscale. After converting the grayscale, we are going to entering the edge reduction. Edge reduction will help to detecting the foundation of that particular object. After done this one, we are going to entering that particular contour deduction. Okay, we are going to entering that particular contour deduction. What is the meaning of the contour deduction? It is going to be finding the what are the objects presenting in that, how much objects presenting in that. So edges deduction based on the we can find it contour deduction. That particular contour deduction will help to finding the object presenting in this particular frame. So that is the three different layers to that. Based on the object present, based on the features, we can find the outputs. Try to understand, we can find the outputs. For example, what are the features available in that particular frame that will be help to decide whether it is car or person or animal. So for that you can see this one. So when I am going to passing the input to the input layer, it will be passes to the first hidden layer. This particular hidden layer is going to be converted this grayscale. After that, it is going to be extracting the edges reduction. Once the edges reduction is done, next will be moved to the contour deduction. The contour deduction will be majorly helpful for the pre-processing method of object deduction. The contour deduction done this in this, and after that we are going to entering the object deduction. Okay, after done this, we can find it easily whether it is car or person or animal. Of course, this is actually like in that person, it can be designed because of the data features here. Understood? Yeah. So this is all about this particular technology. Now I'm going to like show some of the demonstration of this particular project. Okay, just wait, I will show the demonstration of this one. Yeah, so first actually like that yeah, just a minute guys. Of course I am Mr. Sakil. Of course I am. Yeah, okay. Now you can see this one. This is the code for training of phase mass detection. So what are the process I'm going to like discussing with you. Okay, right. Sorry guys, are ready to discussing about this particular project? Can you please reply? Can you please reply, guys? I hope you guys are watching me right now, and this is much more interesting to watching this particular session. If you guys are really interested to watching this particular session, please give your heart in comment box right now. If you guys are really interested to watching this particular session, please give your heart in comment box right now. And yeah, attendance will share it to you because of it is actually 1.5 hour session, no? So please wait. I'm going to give the some of the output for this particular project. Okay, just giving the I'm going to show the some outputs for this particular project. It will be help to use for the further process. So I want to show the demonstration for the deep learning projects here. So I'm going to give some outputs for this particular code. Then only you can understand easily about this. Ready? Gurvinder Singh, thank you so much, Gurvinder Singh. Yeah, only one guy is watching this particular session. I don't know. So who all are watching this, please be interactive and please be okay. Please give your reply here. Yes, after that I'm going to entering this particular things. Yes, okay. Yes, okay, fine. So this is actually a training process, okay? Right, just a minute. Yeah, you can see this particular code. So we are going to using the TensorFlow frameworks. Okay, TensorFlow frameworks, and you can see this particular folder here. So I'm going to little bit go the demonstration for this one. Just a minute. So first of all, I'm going to discussing with you the data set of this particular project, and you can see this one. So we have the multiple images for wearing the mask. Okay, what is the name of this particular folder? The name of this particular folder is call it as like another with mask. Okay, with mask. So with the help of these particular data, we have to feed into the computer to train your model. So this is called like another mask images. Okay, we have nearly 690 items in this particular things. Okay. Right. So after that, without mask, you can see this one. So this is the normal image we have, and you can see this one. This is the normal image. So what is the process? We have the two different data. We have two different data. One is actually with mask and without mask here. Okay, without mask here. And you can see this one. First process, we have to train your computer to passing your images here. For an example, this is the necessary libraries for this particular project. For an example, just a minute. Yeah, you can see this. For example, the TensorFlow is majorly contributed for the several things of this particular project. Why? Because we need to create your model with the help of the convolution neural network. So for this, the TensorFlow is actually like majorly helpful for adding the layers and also the adding the frames and all. This all other things will be happening for this one. So the necessary libraries we imported. So we have adding the layers here. That is average pool entity, dropout layer, flattening layer, dense layer, and input layer and model layer. Try to understand, guys. I'm going to giving the demonstration for this particular project only. I'm not going to explaining the each and everything. Why? Because of it will be taking more time. So we need to learn the several things before. So what are all the things we can do with the help of deep learning, that I am going to explaining it. Okay. So pre-processing images, this image data generated will help to creating the training data and also the testing data. Then this is actually like that frameworks. This MobileNet V2 will help to creating your model, and you can see this one, the input and also the layers. Just a minute, input layers and here is actually like another, these are all the layers we are going to use it today. So these particular things will help to creating your model. And optimizer, here I'm going to use it Adams. Okay, right. Now you can see this one. This arguments for data's input, and this arguments for output losses of the accuracy plotting. This arguments for model saving detector, that is output. So this is for data, this is for input, this is for output. Okay, now we have deciding this approaches. Okay, then patches size, and after that you can see this one, this is the image path location. So we have to specify the data set folder name which is available in this. Okay, right. After done this, I have to like another passing the creating the data, that's actually input, and also the label is actually output here. Then image path, this particular like another loop over the image path. So image path in image path is, and we are going to like another use it, this particular like another -2 will help to extracting the labels from that particular folder and loading the input images in the size of 2 to 4 and processing it. So this is the target size, and this is the image path which is get it from here. Okay, then update the data and also the label list respectively. So we can adding this particular images into data and label into the label here. Okay, after that we need to converting the data and label into the arrays. So we can converting into the arrays like this for images and also the labels, and we have to performing the one-hot encoding of this particular labels with the help of the label binarization. That will be help to converting the binarization of these particular labels. Okay, because of that is 0 and also the 1 we need to convert. Okay, so after that we are going to creating a training data and also the testing data. So we have created with the help of this particular train X and also the train Y and test X and also the test Y. So with the help of the train test split function, we can creating the training data and also the testing data. After that we are going to construct the training images data generated from the data augmentation. So we are going to using the image data generator, and we have to specify the all the like another parameter values, and after that you are going to creating this particular model. So base model here is actually like another with the help of the MobileNet v2, and the weight is actually like another ImageNet, and we have passing the input size is actually like in 3 different channel 2 to 4. After that we are going to construct the head of the model will be placed on the top of the base model. So head of base model dot output, and you are going to adding the average pooling 2D. The size will be like another kernel size will be 7 by 7, and after that we are going to adding the flattening layer, dense layer, dropout layer, and dense layer. The dense layer is actually 2 different output, one is 0 and also the another one. After done this, model is created. Then after that we are going to adding this particular label, and you can see this one with the help of training process. We are going to training your model with the help of training data and also the testing data. After done this, it is going to be trained very well. I'm not explaining about the in a very deeper way because of it need more time to processing on it. Okay, once this particular process is done, the saving model name is actually like that. So mask detector dot model, this actually like another dot h5, it is actually like another name of this one. So that is actually model dot h5 is the name which is going to be saved in the current as a directory. So you can see this one, the mask detector dot model is actually a name of this particular trained model. Try to understand, when you are going to feeding the new data to the trained model, that will be predicted. Am I right? That will be predicted. So you can see this one, I'm going to explaining this detector in a video. So the same process we are going to follow. So we are going to like another passing the new data to the trained model that will be predicted. So I'm going to run this particular code. You can see the output for this. Are you guys are ready to see the output for this particular code? Please be reply guys. Are you guys are ready to see this particular output? Can you please reply? If you guys are ready means please raise your hands in comment box right now. That is the most important things to show the output here. Because of you guys are please be interactive with me. Without interaction definitely the session will be boring. Okay, try to understand. Are you guys are ready to see your output here? Harakul and XTD is ready. Rameshwar. Yeah, thank you so much for the reply. But the comment practice is very slow right now, so please be interactive. And now I'm going to show the output of this particular code, and you can see this one. Now I'm going to show this output here. It is going to be taking the time to run it, and maybe, yeah, this is actually this particular output of this one. Yeah, you can see this one, guys. Now there is no mask because of I'm not wearing the mask right now. I'm not wearing the mask right now. The camera is actually not much good so far that it shows like this. And you can see this one, the COVID-19 face mask detection. No face mask is detected, nearly 99%. So I have to wear some cloths, then only it can be possible to detecting the mask as well. So I don't have a kerchief also. So you can see this one, it can be detected like this. Okay, so one person is asking approaches. Yeah, that I am going to show to you. Okay, this is the way output will becomes like this. I hope you guys are understood about this one. The aperture size is actually yes, okay. Aperture is actually 20 for training. Okay, 20 for training. Learning rating is actually 4. You can see the output one more time, and you can see this one. So this is the output for our particular project. Okay, hope you guys are like enjoyed this particular session. I hope please be reply, and it is super cool. No, the output comes like, yeah, thank you so much. Now it is going to be loading, and it is going to be streaming, and it is going to be shows. So I don't have any mask here, so for that I can't wearing my mask here, then only it can be predicted very well. So I don't have mask right now, and I don't have a kerchief as though. If I wearing the kerchief also, it can be predicted. Somewhat. Sorry guys, I don't have a kerchief and also the mask, so for that I did not show the output for the mask detection as well. So this is the output for this particular project of which is a deep learning technology with computer vision. Yeah, I don't have kerchief also right now. Sorry, so that is why I'm saying. If I'm wearing the kerchief, no, just a minute. I will show the demonstration. Just a minute. You are expecting to wearing the kerchief right now. Just wait. Just a minute, guys. கர்ச்சிப் வேணுமே ஒரு கர்ச்சிப் இல்லைன்னா மாஸ்க் வேணும் சீக்கிரம் கொண்டு வர I will show the output for this particular, wearing the mask and all. So because of I don't have that one, so my friend will bring it up that one. Okay, so this is all about this particular, session. I hope you guys are really enjoying this particular session. I thought, okay, so how this particular process is actually like yeah, just a minute. With the help of training of these particular images only it can be possible to train your things. So for an example, so we have with the help of these particular the categories only it can be possible, right? So for an example, you can see this one with the help of training only. Now I will show this. I have kerchief right now, so I'm going to wearing the kerchief. Just a minute. Yeah. So I'm going to run this particular code one more time. So are you guys ready to see the output of wearing the mask? If you guys are ready, means please mention in the chat box right now. So I'm going to running it. The camera is going to be on right now. So just a minute. Now you can see this one. Now you can see this one, guys. Now it shows nearly like 80 to, so not exactly this particular wearing the mask. It shows nearly that 70 and 65, 70 to 60 something. It's going to be increasing also the degrees like that. Why? Because of it is not exactly the mask. So for that maybe it shows like this. So but it shows somewhat nearly 70 and 80% it shows mask. Now it's clear. I hope you guys are clear about it. Right, XDD, Sonia and Gurvinder SINGH. Okay. So now it is detected very well. Now the face is masked. The percentage is actually going to be increasing, is nearly that 72 and 57 like that. Okay. So this is the output for this particular project. I hope you guys are that really understanding about this particular topic. Hope you guys are that really enjoying these particular things. Right? Is that clear? Is that clear? It can be possible to make it this. Okay. Right. So this is all about today. Yes. So this is the way you can train your model and give your output like this. Okay. It's super cool, right? So yeah, if it is super cool in the sense, please mention in the chat box also. Right. So this is all about today, this particular session. So this is the way you can train your computer like this, and also for as per your requirement you can make it that. And also I will having the another code as well for the face recognition. That is actually pre-trained model I'm using. Pre-trained model in the sense we have to importing the several things. I'm going to show the demonstration for face recognition as well here. Just a minute. Yeah, I'm going to run this particular code here. So you can see the output for face recognition also, that it can be possible. Yeah, I'm using this particular face recognition package. We are going to calculating the label encoding value of the images. Based on the similarity of the encoding value, we can find it whether it is person or not. So here with the help of that particular testing images and also the training images, and you can see this one testing images. This is actually the training images. Here I'm going to use it here. So for an example, you can see this one. This is actually the name of Jagan. This is American actor. This is American actress. This is Dhoni, and this is Philip BEDIT. And this is actually the American actress. This is American actress, one web series actress they are. And this is my friend Saifani. This is Sudhakar, and this is Virat Kohli. This image is for training, okay, and this image is for testing. Okay, this image is for testing actually. So for testing purpose, I'm going to use it each and every single images. single images can be possible to train your computer as well. Okay, so here I'm going to use it this. So here I'm using the test images, just going to run this, and you can see the output of this one. Just a minute, I'm going to use it to cmd here to pip install. That is going to be running. So once it is going to be run this one and this one, we can execute and run the code of this one. So it's actually the pretty more interesting things for the recognition. I'm using the face recognition package for this particular code as well. So I'm going to show the demonstration of pre-trained model code as well. And just wait, it is going to be taking the time to running it. It's okay, maybe that it is taking more time to running it, so we'll check it. Otherwise, just we can write up this. Okay. It's running, I thought. Just a minute. Okay, so this is what that deep learning process is actually going to be working on it. So I make the screenshot of it. So I will show the demonstration, show the picture. So this is actually the output of mine which I ran it, and you can see this one. This is actually output of which I ran it, and this is the output of this particular project as well. Okay, so this is called the face recognition. So 1, 2, 3. This is output sample which I ran it before. So this is Sudhakar, and this is actually the check-in, and this is Philip edit. So this is called the face recognition. The computer can be recognized. This is example for that. Hope you guys are really understanding about this particular things. And you can see this. This is actually output for this face recognition, because of I have collected the different images for only one single images for check-in, for Sudhakar, for Philip. Okay, so this is the testing images. It can be worked out. It's actually working, and you can see this one. The computer can recognize me and recognize Sudhakar and recognize check-in as well. And you can see this one. This is my friend Saifani. So this is the way it is going to be worked like that. Okay, so hope you guys are really yeah, it is going to be taking the time to running it. So okay, just leave this. Okay, fine. So this is the output for face recognition which I ran it before, and you can see this one. This is American actors of one particular web series. They can recognizing it, and you can see this one. This is a recognition, and this actually recognition of this one. Okay, so this is all about that deep learning technology. So hope you guys are really enjoying this particular sessions as well. And Gurvinder SINGH, so weights of inputs, it is some kind of the calculation behind that particular function. So it will be taking the time to execute and explaining this one. So for that, so the time is enough. It is going to be finished out. So I will be explain if possible in next session if possible. Okay, so hope you guys are understanding about this particular concepts. Hope you guys are really enjoying this particular things. If you guys are enjoying this particular session in the sense, please mention in the chat box yes Philip. Please mention in the chat box yes Philip. After that we can wind up in this particular session. I'm waiting for your comments. After that we are going to wind up in this particular session. Okay guys, yeah, thank you XTD. What about others? Yeah, Amol Sharma, thank you. Gurvinder SINGH, thank you. Yeah, Rakul, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the good reply. Anuj Kumar, thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you so much for giving me this particular opportunity to share my knowledge to you guys. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the coordinators as well for who are coordinating this particular program. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for giving me this particular opportunity. And special thanks to your college as well, and a special thanks to your coordinators and staff and all. Okay. And thank you so much. And XTD, thank you so much for your valuable comments. So I hope this session was more useful for you, I thought, and I hope. So special thanks to your coordinators and also the staffs and also the HOT and yeah, college management as well. Thank you so much, and yeah, have a nice day. And thank you so much. If possible, we'll meet you soon with a different platform and different topics. Thank you. Bye bye. And bye bye.